Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it. Yes? News? Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen? Within the Order?
Greetings! Let me think. Ah yes, this young woman who owns the gallery in the South Quarter looked a little distraught when I last saw her. I think business isn't going so well. Maybe you could try to talk to her, see if there's anything you can do. Aye, many and hardly any good ones. The streets are swarming with highwaymen and brigands these days, more than I've seen in all the years I've served now. What's happening to this world, I wonder? Seems everyone is eager to go at each other's throats. It's a shame. Well, I take it you know of Grand Master Aranthiel's return already. Word has it he spent half an eternity in prison in your country. But let me tell you, that man hasn't lost an inch of his resolve. That's admirable, really. I don't need to tell you about that Mad Magister, do I? The whole city talks about nothing else. And honestly, if even a keeper of the Holy Order can fall victim to this red madness, or whatever they call it now, then Malphus have mercy on us.
Monsieur?
We always go too easy on the scum.
Greetings!
Walk blessed.
Some shifts never end.
Monsieur? Yes?
Greetings!
My sir? What, you mean apart from frenzied animals, hordes of living dead lurking through the wilderness and this whole red madness thing? No, none. Just be careful when you're outside the walls.
Walk blessed. Greetings.
A visitor. Take your time, look around. Can't you tell? The floorboards can barely stand the pressure. Jokes aside, look around. We do not. In the old days, people cared more for the history of our country. But since this Red Madness thing and Aaron Thiel's return, the number of visitors has sadly declined steadily. But that's just how it is. Well, aren't you direct? You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell. But to answer your question, the Order funds this museum. They, quite rightfully, see it as a memorial to Enderalian culture. Walk blessed, my sir.
Some shifts never end.
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered 30 novices, then killed himself up in the temple. By Malphus, what has become of this world?
Greetings.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Huh? Can I help you?
Greetings.
Hey, wait a moment. You're the Naramis, aren't you? The Outlander. Well, let's put it this way. I have a pair of eyes here and there, and it's always good to know who comes into this city and when they do so. Help. You're an unfamiliar face, and this is just what I need. Let me make it short. I'm a businessman, and my specialties are the liquid pleasures. Beer, to call a child by its name. In Ark, most inns only pour 2 drinks. On the one hand, my beer. On the other hand, Rivervale Ale. Dalsarker honey wine is what they like to call that swill. Now, the thing is, the Rivervale Brewery and I have a deal going. And unfortunately, the new vine dresser respects that deal as much as the Relata respect the righteous path. And this is why I want your help. I need someone to aid me in serving some retributive justice, so to speak. Now look at that. Aren't you curious? That's good. I like that. It's simple. 7 barrels of beer per tavern and per week from me. 7 barrels of wine from him. No tricks. Correct. That way, we maintain balance. Should an inn order more than these 7 barrels, either I or the vinery inform each other about it first. The fact is, that new vine dresser doesn't care about that deal at all. All he does is walk around saying things like how he'll grow the business, how rivalry adds spice, and other Kalian horse shit like that. And unfortunately, some people seem to fall for him. One innkeeper hasn't ordered from me for 3 weeks, and now pours only ale instead. A lot. Depending on how good you do, we can even talk about letting you in as a shareholder of my brewery. With small parts, of course. But as I said, that depends on how you do. Wonderful! Here, this is a flask of highly concentrated vinegar. Sneak into the basement of Fat Leorin's Inn. That's one of the inns that fools talked into only buying ale. And pour that into the big mead barrel. And, I probably don't need to say this, but still, not a word to anyone. Get back to me once it's all taken care of, and we'll talk coin.
Wait, you're a traveler, aren't you? Did you happen to see my husband, Hallis?
Huh?
Tall, brown hair, chin beard. He runs our farm near landlord Borek's place and has been gone for days.
Some chefs never.
Yes? Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it.
Walk blessed, my sir.
Yes?
Yes? But that's how it is. Life is what you make of it.
Yes?
Huh? Can I help you?
Yes?
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed? How about myrids? What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame myrids like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here in Enderal. Pity, somehow. I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a myrid warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a myrid has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain? Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the myrid already knows by heart.
Monsieur? Monsieur?
You're right. As if you actually mean that. Don't ask. The wolves act as if they've been cursed, attacking anything and anyone on sight, and killing game they don't even eat afterwards. This must be the red madness everyone's talking about. Oh, blazes. Where's this supposed to lead? Stay away from the Undercity and Ark. Nothing but flesh maggots and cutthroats down there. Tips. Just be wary if you're outside city walls. I guess you've noticed as much already, but this country has seen better days. Farewell.
Yes?
blessed.
Yes?
Walk blessed.
Some shifts never end.
Move along.
Malphas's blessings.
Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind. Oh, you're an Outlander, aren't you? From Araziel. Your skin, it looks, different. I mean no offense, really. I'm just, well, curious.
I know. I can't sing.
Of course not, my sir. Forgive me, I didn't mean to offend you.
Malphas's blessing, dear. I am certain you will find something. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time. I am certain you will find something. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Is it important?
Hard times these are. Hard times.
May your path always be even.
well.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions.
Yes?
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate? A ledger. Your very own safe in our house, which we will manage on your behalf. We will meticulously track all your deposits and withdrawals, and best of all, thanks to our very generous interest rates, the longer you entrust your money with us, the more it proliferates on its own. Well, evidently this was a metaphor. Just imagine that for every day your money rests in our vaults, we present you with some extra coin on top of it, as in appreciation for your trust, so to speak. Well, you see, this is a highly complicated process, and I fear it would be a matter of near impossibility to elucidate my response in such a fashion that you would be capable of comprehending it with your, I beg your pardon, most likely quite limited intellectual capabilities. Let us talk about more enjoyable matters instead, such as your money. Fine then. We use it to trade. We invest, for example, in promising expeditions or new trade routes. And from the returns those investments yield, we not only pay our employees, but your interest as well. Now, don't you look at me that way. We have to make a living somehow, too. But do not make mistakes. Didn't your parents teach you this? Now enough of this nonsense and back to business. Do you want to open a gold shelf or not? Very well. We will need a 100-penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal or deposit whenever you would like. Damn it! I didn't expect this. But fine, how does the saying go? Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Here, this is your personal safe key. This way, you may access your shelf even when we are closed. To make a deposit, simply talk to one of the bankers or put it on the shelf yourself. Ah, and should you acquire any shareholdings, simply give them to me and we will allocate them with your future interest.
Well, comes a point when you just have to live with it.
Holdings for something, a business, a caravan, things like that. But forgive me for saying so, you do not seem to be a man of means, so I don't suppose it will be relevant to you. Of course. Of course. Of course. Walk blessed! And don't forget, your money is...
Walk blessed.
We always go too easy on this gun. My sir? Can I help you?
Walk blessed.
Yes?
My sir? Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Oh, mostly pastries and sweets. Quite delicious, if I may say so. And I don't even need to shout it across the entire city.
The freshest fruits right from the Farmer's Coast and Duneville.
If it's clam and fish you seek, Then come.
Hello. How may I be of service? Of course. Walk blessed. And of course. Walk blessed. And don't walk blessed. Of course. Walk blessed. And don't forget, your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Exceedingly safe, believe me.
Rena Shalom, my sir. Are you looking for fresh fish? Kirash, what gave me away? My skin or my accent? Well, I'll have to work on my disguise then. Jokes aside, I am from Kaira, but I was only 6 years old when my commune came to this country, and I'll have seen my 60th winter next month, so I suppose that makes me as Enderalian as most people around here. Oh, there were many reasons. Suffice it to say that Kaira isn't the glittering, exotic country of dreams and poems that bards make it out to be. I am glad to live here. You can say what you will about Enderal, but at least it's peaceful. Of course, Sherry.
Morala's blessings, my friend.
If it's clam and fish
Well,
and sea,
flee isn't exactly the right word for it. I call it tactical relocalization. Only a stupid businessman will try to sell spices amidst a civil war. They are blasphemy. What else? The gods have reigned win for millennia. Whoever thinks one could just kill the gods as they could kill a rabbit must be another fool. Oh, well, after those rumors about the Lightborn's death started, the council members must have thought, now's the time for power struggles. Very stupid, if you ask me, and very bad for the economy. Thank the sun I was one of the few who fled early enough. But this madness has cost far too many lives. Far too many. Spices, rugs, delicacies, only the best. Straight from Kile. Take a look. What one wears tells more than 1,000 words, as we Chileans like to say. You are surrounded by a feeling of an adventurer as much as a keeper is surrounded by a feeling of honor. And I think I might just have something in stock, which could be to your liking. A potion. One of my friends in the Blue Islands Coalition gave it to me with the last delivery. And he said they took it from pirates. Of course, that sparked my interest, and so I asked an apothecary to examine it. And now brace yourself. He said this potion grants its user extraordinary powers. Here, take a look. Beautiful, isn't it? It can be yours for only 200 pennies.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Well, okay. I guess you got me. Here is your game, Penny. Oh my. You haven't seen much of this world, have you? The game, Penny. It is a symbolical guerdon. A Chilean merchant pays to his customer if he or she... well, you know. Fraud. Ugh, such an ugly word. We Chileans consider every human being to be able to decide for themselves what they believe. But forgive my demeanor. I sometimes forget which country this is. We Chileans always like to say, a good haggling is like making love. No matter how it ends, having had, it is better than not having had it at all. But since this is not Chile, I'll give you a discount on my wares. That should be enough of a compensation. Don't you agree? Hell.
Just where did I put it?
Oh, hello there. Are you looking for garments? I have the finest cloth from Kilay to Enderal. Come and look for yourself. Walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his... It guide you. Come back if you find all your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
How may I be of service? Yes? Of course. How may I be of service?
Apple.
Hammers, daggers, swords, the best from the Chilean archipelago to this beautiful country. Let me know when something catches your interest.
Hmm?
looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier. Come again.
What? Oh, how nice of you to ask. I can't complain. I suppose the wars in Kilay and Kira make it harder to get your hands on certain wares. But still, life's good. Definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though.
Yeah.
What? No, I was a vagabond, as people like to say. A traveling mage. You know, I grew up in a village near Duneville. Actually, I had a pretty good childhood there. But when I discovered my magical gifts, well, let's just put it this way. It changed how people treated me, even my own parents. I just felt the need to, I don't know, get out, see some of this world. So after I did the passage to the water, that is, after the Order taught me how to use my magic path, I decided not to return to my village and packed my traps and hit the road. Kind of bold, yes, but back then, I didn't care. But I digress. Hard. The Arcanist made it clear that we stood at the crossroads. Either we learn to control the magic, or we become outlaws. It was not a pleasant time, I can tell you that much. The keepers were extremely strict, and you learn to be independent, to not get too close to anybody. But no offense, that's a very personal topic. As I said, I don't want to talk about it. Sorry. Well, they weren't exactly hostile to me, but it was the small things. Looks, talk going on behind my back. Over time, that just gets to you. But you know, I don't think I can blame them. Especially with the village folk. The word magic is always mentioned together with wild magic, Orbeus, and devastated cities. And all of a sudden, here I am, suddenly one of them who can do those things, even though I don't have Eterna blood. How is that supposed to fit into their worldview? They can't really know better. I probably made it sound worse than it was. I've heard that on Niram, magically gifted people get driven out of their village, or worse. I guess I should consider myself lucky. Oh, definitely more comfortable than my... You know, I decided kind of bold, yes. But back... Well, that's one of the upsides of being an Arcanist. You don't need to be a bulk of muscle to defend yourself against a pack of wolves. Plus, back in those days, the roads were safer by far. All these brigands, the frenzied Vatirs, the lost ones, that's new, for whatever reason. Sure, take a look.
I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Walk blessed. Sure, take a look. Blessed.
Oi, you're a traveller, aren't you, my son? Just a few words of friendly advice. Keep away from the Dark Valley. That place was a bloody boneyard before. But word has it almost half of the corpses there have started walking again.
Rena Shalom, my sir. Are you looking for fresh fish?
Walk blessed. What can I do for you? What, you're asking me? I'm flattered. But let me think. You know, my grandfather always used to read to us from this old book, Myths and Legends. I think one of the former Archmagisters of the Order wrote it, and there were all kinds of tales about those mythical creatures that apparently roam Enderal. Grandpa always said they were just tales, but who knows? You should go to the library. Maybe they still have a volume of that book there. Honest answer? Bad. Since this whole red madness thing started, the roads aren't safe to travel anymore. At least, not for those who don't have the coin to pay an armed escort. And that's most of us merchants. But, well, you scratch along somehow, don't you? As long as people eat and the farmers deliver, I'll have customers. I really shouldn't complain so much. Sure. May your path always be even.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots.
Apples, dates, bananas.
Yes?
Freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Duneville.
Hungry for arcane secrets?
Yes?
I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Yeah? What do you want? Information? What do you mean? Let me see. That's not very much, but fine.
Fruits, vegetables.
A couple of moons ago, I had a really strange guy as a customer. He wore 2 sabers, like those coal people do, but when he moved, he was really swift about it, like he was some kind of thief. I think he was an assassin, as they call them. Quiranian contract killers. You can hide within a fortress, but they'll find you. Somehow break into your room and kill you in your sleep. And unlike those everyday scroungers, they know how to wield a sword, like Loram Waterblade did. Who knows? Maybe that'll help you. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. What? That wasn't enough? Huh. Let me think. Yeah. There was that wench once, a farmer. She came running into the city as if chased by the Black Guardian and told the guards something about an ambush on her farm. Nothing unusual, you could say, especially nowadays, but apparently the bandits were led by a mage. And, well, if you can believe that farmer woman, she conjured the sunfire down from the sky. Green fire, lightning, the living dead rising from the ground, a wild mage. In other words, one of those sinistropes. But she also knew elemental magic like the keepers do. I wouldn't want to come across someone like her. Walk blessed. No, I just put them... Walk blessed.
Huh? What do you want?
Move along.
Hmm?
We always go to...
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books.
Hammers, daggers, swords, the best. Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier. Come again.
vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
How may I be of service? Of course.
Greetings.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back? Isn't that a gesture of servitude?
No, Malphas carries the Sun Temple because he also carries humanity. Without the benevolence and sublimity of the gods, the world would still be at war, just as it was after the devastation of Starfall. Everything we have, we owe it to them.
Correct. The gods' reign is not driven by greed for power. Their highest endeavor is the preservance of peace and stability, no matter the cost. Keep that in mind, son. And honor the path Malphas has chosen for you. This is the only way of showing gratitude to all he and the Lightborn have done for us.
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
Yes?
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like. That depends. Some I get from adventurers, some from other merchants, some I gather myself in old ruins and the like. Or should I say, gathered. Nowadays, you can't even set foot into a deserted house without getting eaten by lost ones. What sad times we're living in. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed. a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
War on Nerum. War on Kile. Red madness.
Greetings.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do down here anyway. May his light guide you.
Hmm? Hmm?
Walk blessed. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? The Golden Sickle is the oldest merchants' guild here on Ark. We represent nearly half of this land's trading power, from dates to shadow steel. And, of course, we advocate for path-abiding trade in the name of the Lord. Yes, contrary to some other so-called businessmen, we respect the holy verses when doing trade. We stand for hard work, path-abidingness, and love of our craft. Well, is that so? Oh, I wouldn't be here if that were the case, now would I? Well, that's simple. Whoever wants to be part of our guild has to work towards the benefits of all other Circle merchants. He or she swears to respect our principles and pays a monthly token fee to the guild, depending on the volume of his sales. In return, that merchant benefits from our contacts and is eventually granted the Golden Sickle's badge, which marks him as a merchant of trust. Walk blessed. There's always work. But if the Sickle were to trust every day laborer who came along, we would have already gone bankrupt before the first vassals had even set foot on this land. If you really mean it, then you will have to prove it. It's that simple. Well, just ask around and see if you can lend a hand. And now excuse me, I've got business to attend to. Are you joking? Are you just plain stupid? You haven't helped anyone yet. Don't waste my time. Yes? Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself. Walk blessed. If only that man knew a thing or two about reliability.
Mm-hmm. May his light guide you.
She-Ra. Reina, Shalom, stranger.
Move along.
Hmm?
Huh?
Greetings! Some shifts never end.
I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Yes?
My sir.
Greetings!
Well, there's a point. You just have to live with it. Yes?